Well, that breaking news coming a short time ago here in Sacramento County. President Trump arrived to discuss the state's wildlife emergency. He arrived at McClellan Air Park, where CAL FIRE is coordinating their resources in fighting these fires. Good afternoon. I'm John Dabkovich. The president just finished a briefing and is expected to deliver remarks shortly. We'll bring those to you once he begins. But CBS 13's Marissa Perlman is joining us live now from McClellan Park with more on the president's first official visit to Sacramento County. Marissa.
Yeah, John, we were just escorted outside of McClellan Park here, where we actually met with the president right in front of Air Force One just a little while ago. He left us and went on to that briefing that we've been bringing you, again, talking with local and federal officials about the response here in California to the wildfires we've been seeing over the past month or so here. Once again, he's been highly critical in the past of California's response, and there's been questions from him over climate change and how California can do better. Meeting with those federal and local officials as well as Governor Newsom, he did talk about how there needs to be vegetation management. That seems to be one thing that, thank you. We got some supporters of President Trump here outside of McClellan right now. You can sort of hear these supporters here in the background. So both the president and governor and these CAL FIRE officials agree that vegetation management needs to be a priority. But those federal and state leaders had asked the president about climate change, saying this is an issue that needs to be addressed now. To the president's response, he said to that, it will start getting cooler. It was a question that other members of the media had asked him when he met us right in front of Air Force One just about 40 minutes ago. He said this is something that we should address with the governor, that's his issue. He will not be talking much about climate change. Again, talking about the forestry and the vegetation cleanup that needs to happen here across the state. He was also asked about his relationship with Governor Newsom, to which he said it's a good one. He said he declared that disaster declaration last month, which would bring federal funding to these fire victims here over the past couple of weeks. And the governor today saying there needs to be more support for those fire victims and more support for this cleanup project. So once again, the president making his first visit here to Sacramento, getting briefed about the disastrous wildfire situation and getting briefed on the deadly wildfires we've been talking about right here on CBS. For now, back to you.
Okay, Marissa, thank you very much. Crowds started gathering outside the airport hours before the president arrived. The president's supporters stood along the sidewalk waving American flags. But we did see a tense exchange with protesters as they marched past the gate at the airport.